Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Locke, and this is Cape Fear. Now, you might be noticing we're looking at the Tomb Raider 2 menu. Well, that's because this is a Tomb Raider 2 based level. Cape Fear can be downloaded on trle.net. It was made by Kevin, also known as the Vagrant. And I've never done live commentary before, and I would like to try it out. Maybe see how it goes. So I apologize if the audio quality isn't so good, but, well, let's just dive right in. This is one of my favorite custom levels ever made. It's not so much because it's the most amazing level, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I think I enjoy this level because it's very unique. Let's just say that much. Okay, so one other thing to note, this is going to be a no-medpack run. So, 0 health packs used, if possible. And I'm going to go for all the secrets and all the pickups, but I'm not going to bother picking up most of the medpacks because, well, what's the point of that in a no-medpack run? So, basically, for walkthroughs, you're going to start by swimming through here and trying to avoid the fishes and maybe almost take a completely unnecessary hit, but that was lucky. So you can see that there's these fishes driving me crazy over here. Now, you start the game with no weapons, by the way. Oh man, I'm really getting around to the important details here, but you start off with no weapons, so you gotta go find your harpoon gun. But before we do that, I'm just gonna go over here, because this is a way to pretty much cheese these enemies. When they try to follow you over here, they actually get stuck on the root to the tree, and they can no longer move from that position. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh shit! Okay. It seems I unstuck them. Well, great. That was completely my fault. Okay, let's see. Are they going to be unstuck again if I go over here? No, looks like they're still having fun. Okay, so go over here. There's actually a door that'll lead us to the next area, and I got some harpoons. So pull this switch. It's to this left area. To the left, right as you're entering the level, is this whole big area, and that's where the switch is. Also, I'm going to go over here and pick up some more harpoons. I'll actually be passing through here later, but I'm going to get these now so that I don't have to lose my momentum. By the way, as you might notice, this place, I think part of what I enjoy so much about this level is it's the only Tomb Raider 2 based custom level, or Tomb Raider 3 for that matter, that doesn't really look like anything from any of those games. Now, the same person who made this also made Uncle Silas, which is another level that's sort of similar to this, and that one's kind of similar in look, so I suppose you could say that's also a unique one. So, yeah, there's at least one shark around here, but I don't think he's going to pose too much of a threat because he gets stuck on everything. So if you can just avoid him, and you should be okay. Now we're getting our harpoon gun. Now we could use this to go and take out those fishies if we want, but I'm gonna let them go for the moment. This isn't an all kills run anyway. Right, so if you happen to be confused with the orientation, we entered from right over there, just dead ahead, and then we went that way to get to the switch. We found the harpoon gun under the dock, and this is our exit. Our exit. Our eggs. So, we make it through here, we got our vehicle. There's nothing else around here really, just hop on in and enjoy that sound. The boat sound is actually a little screwed up. I'm not entirely sure why, but it's probably just some kind of side effect. So, oddly enough, you cannot kill the fish with the boat, but that's okay. I am a fantabulous driver. So you want to jump over this, and eventually we're going to be heading over that way, but first I'm going to pop out to get something. Right underneath the jump we just made, there's a little cave here. Oh, and I should probably save, actually. I'm going to be saving frequently, not so much because I'm afraid of dying, but because this level has a serious crashing problem that's really quite unpredictable. It might have a higher chance to crash in certain areas. By the way, got some shotgun ammo and a small medipack, but I'm not going to care about that medipack because I'm too pro for that shit. Hopefully. Love these lily pads, man. Right. So another shark that's probably not gonna give us any trouble. I don't like that. Okay. So we hop back in our boat. We're gonna go find another little cave, which is around this way. Go here. Get your harpoons. And the second cave is here. We're going to find some very important Uzi ammo. This is kind of a standalone level, and it crashed. Alright, we're back. And I reloaded finally. Good thing I saved, right? So, yeah. Hopefully this crashing won't give me too much grief. I've found that it usually happens more often when I'm in the watery areas, and oh, look, a fish. Okay, so if we can just pick up where we left off. I'm gonna take on our first human enemy. Trying to line myself up for a run here. He's on a dock dead ahead. And I'm gonna save it once again, just in case I lose my progress. And here we go. You gotta actually take him with the harpoon gun, which can be kind of tricky. Wow. Well. Takes 5 shots to kill him with that thing. If this were a more intense run, I would probably start over at this point, but I'll be alright. I just lost a tiny bit of health. Only the first out of like 50 enemies. So we got our pistols. Hell yeah. Most overpowered weapon in the game, as you know. And, well, I just don't want to kill any of them, you know? Got your small medipack here. Oh my gosh, just do it. Just get in the boat. Alright, so now that we have our pistols, we can deal with this upcoming ambush, which is one of the trickiest parts if you... Oh my god! Get out of here! Those enemies, man. In Tomb Raider 2, they're just so aggressive, right? Okay, so we got a bad lady on the dock there who will obviously stop at nothing to murder us. But we're going to have to snipe her with the pistols. And there's also a dog. If you just jump off onto that dock and try to meet them head on, you're going to take a lot of damage. And so what I like to do is climb up. You know what? Just hold the shoot button, and you'll win all of Tomb Raider. Just hold the shoot button. That's the strategy. I don't know why I was trying to explain strategies when you should just hold whatever button you have assigned. But yeah, so I walked over to this ramp here to snipe them, and ideally to be out of their range, but one thing about this level is that the positioning of the baddies is actually kind of random. It seems to be determined by their AI, because I know there have been times when neither of those enemies were on the dock there. They were further inside, so I would have been fine in that case, but they just happened to feel like running out further. Alright, so there's going to be a shotgun guy and a flamethrower guy coming from that doorway. Actually, the flamethrower guy's inside and to the right, so I should be safe from him. But for now, I'm just going to worry about music. These guys are actually a lot easier than the ladies, because they tend not to be quite as aggressive and just firing at you right off the bat. Oh, by the way, this is the custom-made lady baddie. And she gave us a shotgun. But we're gonna keep using our pistols for this flamethrower, which should be a piece of cake. He pretty much always just stands way over there, out of range, and you can just snipe him with the pistols. Now, walking in here, you gotta be real careful about these holes in the floor, because you can see that they've all got spikes, and it's very easy to trip. Although there's also kind of a little goodie. One of them does not have spikes in it, instead has a small medipack, so, you know, if you're into that sort of thing. Next, we're gonna fight the boss. And I'm just gonna use the pistols, because, don't go in there. Okay. He likes to run in there, which makes it very tricky because he can't fall in the spike pits, but I can. So is he gonna come for me, or... You know what, screw this. You forced me to use... come on. You deal with him the way you deal with any enemy in Tomb Raider 2. Strafe them and roll around. I think I might have actually missed one of those shots, which is a shame because shotgun ammo is like gold in this game. So as you can see, he dropped us the Uzis, which is definitely going to be important. You cannot skip that guy if you're doing some kind of special run. And one little glitch note I want to point out. There's a little spot here that's glitchy. I'm going to save it and just show you. If you try to jump this hole here, you see, that easily could have killed me. There's like some kind of weird something here and over this specific hole that might make you fall in. So just keep that in mind if you ever come through here, because it's actually the one hole I would probably want to jump over if I were trying to speed through this area. So it's pretty annoying that it has that invisible wall above it. So all there is in the pool is all there is in a pool. There's a large medipack down there. Sorry, I'm trying to form my sentences. I'm very unaccustomed to this whole live commentary thing, but I hope to improve. So we're heading in here, listening to that music. You need to have your Tomb Raider 2 CD in while you play this in order to hear the audio tracks. Otherwise, you'll just, you know, no music, which isn't too big of a deal because Tomb Raider 2 music was always a little funky in its placement. So, in here we're gonna find another ambush, some doggies. I'm just gonna shoot them. Okay, so we got two people, or a dog and a person, but there's another person. Take out the dogs first if you can. They got the lady who's super aggressive. She'll just start open firing at you if you walk in. So as you can see, all of the baddies tend to run in circles, and it can sometimes help if you try to go at them while their back is to you. So if I time this, let's just see if I can do this. Perfect. None of these guys drop anything, if I recall correctly. There's a couple different ways we can go. There's a pushable block over there. There's a hole there, but that's a dead end for the moment. Right now we're going to go this way. And I'm going to save it, just in case we have another crash. Or in case I take too much damage, because, like, ideally I don't want to have to use any medipacks on this run, just to show that I can. It's not really that hard to get through without medipacks, but there are a couple ambushes that can be a little hairy. I'd hate to try to do it without saves. And it's virtually impossible without pistols if you wanted to do that kind of run. Okay, so to draw your attention to the following trap, this is kind of a direct throwback to Tomb Raider 2, and see if you can notice the resemblance. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how you do this. Basically, you drop down in here, and you can get the medipack. Sorry for the inappropriate noises, but what I did there is, the reason I went for that medipack is because it's a little bit tricky to get, but basically you have to drop down and hold the action button to drop to go forward a little bit far enough. You also have to be dead center on the slope, and then immediately do a side flip, and you should land on it. It's pretty much the same way you get the secret in Tomb Raider 2, so I guess if you're familiar with that game, then you should be fine. So I'm going to save again, because I'm just a save Nazi, you know what I'm saying? This next area, we're going to find some traps, and I'm actually going to go all the way to the left, and you'll see why in a second if all goes well. Yes! No health lost. That can be very tricky. Actually, it might have been simpler just to run through. But if you stop here, you can go back and pick up some very important items. Bunch of shotgun ammo, and the all-knowing grenade gun. I don't exactly know how it's all-knowing, but why don't you ask it? Grenade gun is pretty much a must if you're trying to do any kind of anything. So, right here we're gonna run into some spiders. I'm just gonna run past them for the moment, because they take so many hits that you're gonna use all your ammo, and ammo is actually kind of precious in this. So you go for this springboard here, and then if you really want to kill them, you can just fire away, and they can't do nothing. But for the moment, I'm just gonna... Now, there's a guy who ambushes you from around this corner. I could grenade him. I don't know. I think I'm gonna harpoon him, you know? Harpooning is just... Oh wait, I actually tried that on one of my practice runs, and harpoons are really glitchy in this area. That's kind of hard to explain. I have no idea what causes it, but in fact, why don't I just show it and see if it happens again. So I think he's going to trigger as soon as you walk here. Yeah. Okay, remember he takes 5 shots. Okay, that was not glitchy at all. So I guess I'm just insane. I don't believe he drops anything. Let's just double check. Nope. The bad guy drops in this level are pretty essential. Let's see. We're gonna run into another person up ahead. This one probably gonna want to use the shotgun. And here she comes. Righto. So, we're still going, and I believe that's the end of this little tunnel area that's entirely optional, really, but, I mean, you get the grenade gun. Let's be serious here. So you pull out this push block, and this is how we're going to be able to proceed to the next area. You can pretty much push it any way you want. I don't believe there's any clever tricks you can make with the block here. Unfortunately, there aren't really any secrets in this specific area. And you go in here, you're going to pick up your Uzi clips. Thank you. And there's 2 buttons in this room, and they're kind of easy to miss if you think there's just going to be 1 button. That one opens that door, which is somewhere, and then this one opens the door right next to you. But yeah, there's 2 buttons here. You might... I don't know. I guess they don't blend in that much, but I kind of didn't expect there to be 2 buttons in one room when I came through. I don't know why. So, I believe we got a little action coming up. Some empty hallways here. But I'm definitely going to save it in a second, because this next part is probably one of the hardest parts in terms of a no health pack run, because you can very easily take a lot of damage here. So we're going to start out with the pistols to do some cheese sniping. So this room, there's a couple dogs and a couple ladies on either side of you, and sometimes the dogs just don't want to come out. Although be careful, because sometimes the one on the lady, not the dog, on the right side will just come after you, and I have no idea what determines that. It seems totally random. That camera. What? Who? Okay, so enough of this. Let's just shoot everyone through the columns. Is the best way. And let's see. Got the doggy and the lady just running in circles over here. Alright. See if I can use my same tactic of going when their back is turned. Okay, and she's there, and she's there, now her back's turned. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Probably could have done better. Doesn't one of these ladies drop something? No, maybe not. Got your Venice music playing. Alright, so there's some more springboards in this area. And there's some rather important items we're going to get on the chandelier. So there's a couple ways you can go about this, but the simplest is probably just to run towards it from this direction and grab. Bunch of grenades. And to get down from here, just take a standing jump onto one of these balconies. This one's a little closer. Go into the next area. This is also a little tricky to get through without med packs, so I'm going to save it once more. I know maybe I'm a little too reliant on saves, but I haven't had any serious screw-ups thus far. Get that grenade launcher out, because this time there's a person in the left corner that can very easily smite you, and there's going to be another person that appears on the far side of the room that's basically impossible to get without taking a few nicks. So let's see if we can end this gracefully. Okay, just back up. Use our cheese pistols. I don't know why they don't like stairs. Reminds me of Tomb Raider Anniversary all over again, right? Get out our Uzis once again. I'm not... Maybe I should use the grenade gun. I don't know. I'm kind of worried that I'll miss if I'm too far away. Oh wait, I'm gonna get a bunch of Uzi ammo soon. So, I'll just use these. There's really no reliable way to take this one on, but I'll try to go when her back is turned. And now. Nice. Now this one's very important because she drops 2 batches of Uzi clips, which is 160 shots. Quite nice. So you pull out this block. There's a little button above it that you can press. Now, here is our first secret of the game. You pull the block out one more time, and claim your secret card thing. It's like a Joker, isn't it? Yeah, oh, nice. I can really see it well in this screen. Gonna save it once more in my save Nazi way. Just in case it crashes. This next room is gonna be a flamethrower. Oh, by the way, that lady dropped a med pack, if anyone cares. Nope. So get your Uzis ready. There's some bad guys here once you walk into here. Oh! Those gals. They're killing me. So yeah, she's really the only one who poses much of a threat, to be honest, because the other enemies hesitate more before they shoot at you, so you have a lot more time to just end them, whereas these ladies just go nuts. True to life, I suppose. So the flamethrower obviously is an instant kill if he tags you, so I'm just gonna be safe and use my grenades. Hello, hello, you coming around? Whatever. Let's just do this. Alrighty then.
Uh-huh.
For some reason the flamethrower guys drop grenades,